Hello, it's me, Webweaver, and welcome back to Horror of World. And, today, we're back on that train of, I think this is the Koigi All Perks run, which is a little bit, Koigi All Perks is a little bit weird, because on the one hand, you don't have to deal with, like, his one meme perk, his two garbage perks, and then his, like, game-winning perk. But on the other hand, you miss out on the game-winning perk, which is kind of a bummer, bro. But, you know, I think that all perks can be pretty fun from time to time, so we'll do, Kathakatasaru. Why not? So, one of the cool things about Koigi is that he does start with the camera, and if you're going for a knowledge build, that's very helpful, and it also means that if you get the knowledge event at the lighthouse, you already have 8 knowledge. However, this is the sixth symbol, so it doesn't even matter. So what does matter is we have strength. From the top, we have strength, charisma, Takahashi, or Takashi, or Takashi? Takashi, that's the word. That's how you say it. Second enemy, and then finally a light source. So, I mean, listen. You know me. When I see light source, you know what I want to do. We have 8 knowledge. I see light source, you know exactly how I want to run this. And we might. That's it. That's the end of the sentence there. We might. On a video, I can't remember what episode it was, but there was an episode where I was forgetting the dexterity weapons, and so I basically just thought of steak knife and katana, and so it turns out that there's also broken bottle and cursed scissors, although I thought, for some reason, when I think of cursed scissors, I thought of them as knowledge weapons, but no, them being dex is probably correct. Because that sounds right. Because I remember we would be very happy when we got them on somebody like Aiko or whatever. Like somebody with a high dex stat. Like Aiko or Kairi. And I remember having it written down in my notes about, like, tips for Kairi. It's like, she has great dexterity, so weapons that are good, steak knife, katana, and, cursed scissors. Begone, phone. How dare you give me an alert while I am playing the video game. But, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so, like, that's it. Those are the 4 dex weapons. Broken bottle, steak knife, katana, and cursed scissors. And functionally speaking, you only really have steak knife, because broken bottle is atrociously bad. It's like, what is it, like 100 speed? Like 90 speed, 100 speed? That's like strength weapon levels of terrible. Katana, which is something that you can only get from a single event that you have like a 33% chance of. So here's the thing, you get the event that sends you to the other world, which is rare, and then you get the, whatchamacallit. Then you get basically a 33% chance, a 1 in 3 chance to go to the desert, and then you have to ace a perception check. Let's see. Okay, so we got Botany, we got Freaky Feature, we got Fear Festival. So we probably do a little Botany, a little Freaky Feature. If we're healthy, then we can do Scissors. If we're dying, we do Fear Festival. If we're, like, normal, which is, like, in between 4 and, like, 8, then we probably do, like, Coma. So start with Botany. That's a great place to start. And unfortunately, I'd like to say that since we're Koigi, we don't really, like, the compass is less valuable because we, you know, get deduction and then we have, like, 40, 40, 40, 40. But unfortunately, we have all perks, so there's, like, literally no guarantee. So if we get, well, let's, I mean, I'm actually kind of interested in this, because this is 10 time units faster. It has a worse chance to hit, though, so I don't know if we want to do it. Although, this is a faster weapon than the the scalpel, right? So if we use this, then we can guarantee 8 damage a turn, which is pretty good. Now, non-Euclidean 101, blah, blah, blah. We're on botany, so, you know, we gotta... Well, here's the 1 in 3 chance, I guess. See if we go to the right place. We didn't. So we could take -5 stamina to get -5 doom. We're actually healthy enough to do it. We go down to 8. Now, we do have frostbite to deal with, which, you know, we're gonna... I don't know what we want to do with it here. I don't want to sell the bottle. But I think, you know, honestly, maybe we could sell the painkillers. There's not really... Like, because we just got to get rid of frostbite before we go into the forest. I mean, even we can go to the downtown right now. I just don't want to get locked into the forest. This is a knowledge check. +1. Skin removal is actually very good. So we could either get cursed and then have 1 fund as sort of a buffer from the jar of blood salesman, or the humble jarman. The humble jarman, as I have called him literally once. Or we could sell the painkillers and then be at 0 funds in the forest. You know what? I'll take a curse. I'll take a curse. It is using a little bit more resources than maybe Holes is. I think Holes will be fine. Like, we have 1 minus stamina check at the lighthouse, which is strength, which we will pass because we're Koigi. So, like, I'd rather be insulated from the humble jar salesman, because now, of course, we had to get badly bruised, so our strength is still crap, but I mean, yeah, we'll take the stamina. Oh no, I thought this was a guy. Oh no, I clicked the wrong button. I wanted him to throw the book at us. You fool, nobody denies me. The one, come on, man. We start getting these enemies immediately when we don't have the Kiryu seed. I believe that, like, custom seeds are broken in this game. That probably wouldn't be that far off from the truth, now would it? So, I mean, this is what we'd like to do. We'd like to guarantee that 8 damage happens, but that's a little bit scary, isn't it? And of course, because badly bruised happened, this is a little bit sketchier than it probably has to be. So, I think we can do 90. Yeah, we can do 90. I only want to get hit once, though. Like, I hate this, I really do. We can't even guarantee a, we can do a 90-90. Actually, this is probably like a skin removal multiple times sort of deal. Cause like, I don't wanna take, cause here's the thing, we take, but 6 reason's kinda nasty. So I guess we'll take 3 reason and 2 stamina. I guess that makes sense. Oh my god. Well, it's been a while, but,
Oh, sorry. Suddenly, somewhere, Emmerdale seems to have disappeared. We'll go back to it as soon as we can, once we've found it.
Hello. I'm back. Haven't done an Emmerdale in a while, but it had to be done. So... what are we gonna do here? Probably just, like, a 90% ritual dagger, because I'm pretty sure we can't do anything else. So we can guarantee that the kick hits, he lands down to 9 health, and then what do we do after that? Because we can't exactly, well, there's not really much that we could do after that, besides, like, throwing the bottle or the camera to guarantee something happens. So I think I would rather... Actually, wait, does it matter? We do 4, we take him down to 7? And then we can guaranteed kill him next turn. Yeah, that's what I'd probably like to do. Because if we land this, then we don't have to think. Which is also like a 90% chance, so that's pretty good. So see, now we can have no thoughts, head empty. This is the first enemy, right? I've kind of been... Admittedly, I've been, like, away for probably, like, 3 or 4 minutes? Maybe 5 minutes? I don't know. This is probably the first enemy, but let's check it out. Yeah, this is definitely the first enemy, because we found Empty Bottle, and then you attack Cultist Hunter B, so for sure. Also our EXP as well. So, rip our sanity, because Moriko decided to have a bad laundry day. We will take the lie. This costs 3 reason, or at least the last time we used it. But that was probably because we had the Aurora Borealis thing, now that I think about it. This is a perception check. We should relatively be able to do that. And we're just trucking along. Okay, so the second enemy is Kinoko Gatherer, or Kinoko Gatherer, I should say. Kinoko Gatherer, and I didn't even spell Gatherer correctly, but it's the Kinoko that counts. So we can essentially, if we try to do as much damage as possible in a single turn, we can then Desperation and then probably kill him next turn, hopefully. Yeah, this is a little sketchy, but okay. So what we can do now is, I'm pretty sure, we can just perish and die because we were a fool. So what we do now is we brace for impact, so we get set back down to 3. And then we really hope that this lands. Thank goodness for that. So now we can just, we can't actually prep twice. A little bit of an unfortunate circumstance, but we can do 80-80, which is, actually no we can't, we have to do 80-70. That's not good enough. So throw the hunting rifle and then just kill him with a strong attack. With a strong attack, that's pretty much how that goes. So thank you, Cultist Hunter B, for being a bro. And then here we are at Shiro, and we're just gonna probably just hang out and vibe, if that's alright with him. Plants are attacking him, not me. I can just take a leisurely stroll through the manor. And then we get a fat 25 EXP plus 30. Winds of Plague as the first thing is pretty nice because it doesn't do anything. At least, not that I've noticed, because it says that we take more... No, it says that treatment and surgery actions cost more, but they don't. So, speaking of things costing more, I think we'll get looting, because it's really strong. Now, we do have Fear Festival, admittedly, so we could go straight into Fear Festival after this, and then heal up fully. So we could take, like, a free level, and just kind of, like, not worry about it. Or, we could take the painkillers, stamina... Actually, no, hold on. We can still level up normally. We don't have to take a heal here. Because what we can do... And I feel like it's good to preserve this early, because we do have holes, and so we need to make sure that we have that for the lighthouse, so just get it done with early so we can dedicate the rest of our resources to bumping up as much knowledge as possible. I think I'm gonna get this back, because I want the accuracy, because some of those fights were kind of sketchy, just a little bit sketchy as a treat. We do a little scrappy fight as a treat here. But nah. So we could either go into Fear Festival and fully heal, or we could go into Freaky Feature found footage, which is the better thing to do. And the reason why we're gonna do this is because we have painkillers, and there's allegedly no Akamanto because the other ones are School Scissors and Coma, so it's all good. It's smooth sailing from here. We will do the witch story because, like, less investigations in the forest is probably for the better. Because, you know, Moriko's she's just lurking around the next corner, wanting to show off how terrible she is at, well, she wants to show off her sweater collection, but then things go horribly wrong. That's the headcanon. So this is a lot more manageable, right? Like, this is a lot less, although admitted, I say that, and, There's something strangely charming about the maniac who wants to stab you. That dude just beat Twitter, allegedly. So we could, here's the thing, if we throw something, she goes down to 8, and then that makes this a lot easier. And I think that's probably what we want to do. So we'll throw the ritual dagger, and then it'll just take care of itself. It really just do that. But we do have it's kind of like a replenishing thing, because we spend a weapon to get a weapon, and they all throw for 3 anyways, so it's not like we have improvise hiding around the corner to give us a boost. I will take -1 reason instead of -2 stamina. But with that being said, I kind of want to rest here, maybe just once. I think that it's a little bit sketchy. Like, we should probably rest twice with that in mind, but because, you know, we don't want to lose. Like, we're healing for 2, right? But we're losing Tireless, so it's really just an immediate, like, you're basically healing for +1/+1 and getting Tireless immediately. So, I mean, this is a C slot, so we might as well equip it. I don't know if it'll come in handy. There is the hunting party. Now, of course, we still failed, but I was just like, the moment I got that ring, I'm like, well, the only thing it'll really... Oh my god, the attack dog, let's go. And by that I mean he does absolutely nothing, so he's just there to look good. I mean, still look at him, he's adorable. Absolutely top tier. Even though he, again, does nothing. The only dog that's functional is Camp Dog. Attack Dog does not boost your combat. Like, every single... Like, maybe my original save file was bugged, but every single, well, I'm glad we rested when we did, because, you know, fetid fumes is a thing. We can just get rid of this now, because we're gonna be going out of town twice in a row, so... But, yeah, no, every time we've gotten Attack Dog, our attack damage has never been boosted. We're saving Coma for last, which is a little bit annoying, but we can't really end... I mean, technically we could try to end off with something like Fear Festival, but nah. We should... We could do School Scissors now. It's kind of risky, but I think it's probably for the best, because we're about to level up. Worst comes to worst, we can save the level up to emergency heal if we need it. But that's only if we get, like, absolutely destroyed in, like, these first couple of investigations here. Currently, Doom is doing absolutely fine. What's the first 2 things, by the way? Bow and bow. So let me just bow and bow. So, you know, as always... Timeline B, care about the bookmark, bow and bow. First 2 combinations of the ghost ritual. Timeline A, you care about the circle. Let's go! Let's freaking go! Bottle of sludge. Probably, like, the best throwing item in the game. Does 7 damage. When you're playing as Koigi and you get improvise, I think it does, like... It does over 10 damage, but don't quote me on anything else. Is the small boy gonna bless the run? Oh, there he is. He's the lad. Shouldn't risk that again. You'd get too blessed by the cute MS Paint demon. But so this is interesting. -2 stamina, -3 stamina. We're on a Thutu? No, we're not on a Thutu. What the heck? So as you can see clearly here, 4 damage, 6 damage, 2 damage. Attack Dog does nothing. So my save file was not bugged. That was just the grim reality of the situation. You want to take a risk? I think we can, because if we miss, it's just -1 stamina. Now we hit, thank God for that. Now, do I want to risk that again? Absolutely not. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to brace for impact, guarantee that this hits, and then just kill him next turn. So we do lose 2 stamina in the long game, but that's... fine enough. Like, at the end of the day, we get it all right. So, like, again, this doesn't really matter. Like, the circle literally doesn't matter. I just do it for fun. Only worry about the circle when you're in Timeline A. Pain. Suffering. Actually, I mean, it doesn't... With the hoodie, with the spiral hoodie, because we're probably gonna get that, this is really risky because you take stamina damage if you fail it, but 8 perception, we have a pretty good shot. And also, that's why we hold on to the level up, in case we need an emergency heal. Wow, not even all perks can get us away from this garbage. I almost want to re-roll out of just, like... I hate this so much. Like, I hate all these perks so much. I just want to re-roll. Which we're at the end of the third mystery. We are... What's our backstory? Hunted by the cult, so... We go through here, we probably end the mystery with either 46 or 47% Doom. Maybe even 45% Doom. We're at 4 mysteries. If we get roads closed, we're hurting. I'll reroll once. Now, isn't that absolutely beautiful? Also, 2 Koichi perks! I mean, listen, deduction is amazing, but this is 80 EXP versus, like, one of the best perks in the game. So, I mean, you gotta, like... 80 EXP is basically, like, a bonus level up, right? And so you kind of gotta decide to yourself, like... Do you want to, is it 80, is it 40 EXP? I'm pretty sure it's 40 EXP. And technically, actually, we'd get 120 because we leveled up before the thing. But no, Adrenaline is just so good, right? Like, it is all perks. And so you have to kind of think to yourself, well, we're basically taking deduction to essentially re-roll these perks for free. But then we just have Adrenaline right there. So it's like, why wouldn't we take it? Like, it's re-roll perks and get... another, like, stat upgrade. So, like, it's not, it's quite nice, but, I think we will take Charisma as well. But, like, you really just can't beat Adrenaline. Like, Adrenaline is so good. Like, seriously, like, yeah, you're basically probably getting yourself guaranteed a level up, but you're probably getting yourself closer to like 2.5 level ups, right? And so you let's see what we got here. So bow and bow, obviously. Clamp, bow, bow. And obviously that's bugged, because you probably noticed we did not take -4 damage. We took -2, 3? I'm not entirely sure. But no. So, yeah, like, this is the perfect, we didn't get roads closed either. Like, it's literally the perfect setup for Fear Festival. And so we can just onsen all day, every day. Well, we'll probably, we will onsen twice, and then we'll see what happens over here. Because we do want to get an ally if we can. Yes, I will take Fujiko for sure. +1 kick damage is... I mean, not great. But for one fund, you can't really beat that. No compass, so you hate to see it. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Ryoko's really strong, and we dodged roads closed, so I will take her absolutely every time. You know what? Now this is risky, but I will say yes to Hermit. Because Hermit actually has a blue option in the forest, so she can immediately be helpful. Now this is actually just, I mean, look at this now. Like, we have Ryoko, so we have +1 weapon damage, and we have Fujiko, so we have +1 kicking damage, which is pretty cool. And 98% chance ×4, I'll take it. But I do wanna rest, like, relax a bit. So we got 3 really powerful allies, and a lot of healing. Like, that is very good. So now what we got here, I mean, 2 Moriko perks and a generic perk. Unfortunately, we don't have a gun, so literally both of them are useless, so this is just a very obvious knowledge situation. Our combat is already insane. And hey, what did I just tell you? We got the Hermit Blue option immediately. Minus 5% Doom. You love to see it. She's already paid for, whatchamacallit. She's already paid for, what are they? Ryoko. Sorry, Ryoko. Matsoi Ryoko. When somebody said that that thing looked like a giant floating toe monster, I've never been able to see him the same way again. But, okay, so we have... Yeah, okay, we're getting the thing. We're getting the thing. So for those for those of you who don't know how this fight works, is you have to deal... You can only attack... I don't know why you can prep, by the way. This attack, the Master Cultist, never misses, so I have no idea why you can prep or boost or... I guess you can shoot? Oh! I never actually noticed you could shoot in this fight. But, essentially you have two unique options. You can attack, or you can flee. If you flee, plus 5% Doom. But you avoid this fight. For attacking, you have to deal 20 damage to win. So you don't have to worry about this. That's irrelevant. Unless, of course, you wanted to meme, like, biting or Ithutu Flame or whatever. Then you could, like, murder the Nameless Horror, allegedly. But actually, we've done it before. We've killed it before. I can't remember what episode, but it was probably after the revelation. It was after the episode where we ate Oteru. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so normally you do 4 damage. I don't really know what's making us do 5. Probably Ryoko. Or probably either Fujiko or Ryoko. I'm not entirely sure. But you can brace for impact to minus the Doom you take. So 3% Doom, and we do 10 damage. Which is, and then we kill next turn. We can do 15 damage in a turn, which is insane. And so obviously 3% Doom and one of the best items in the game is much nicer than 5% Doom. Now, with that being said, we don't really want to use it because we're actually using the nice ring. So either we level up and put a point into Charisma and then wear the Spiral Hood, or we just kind of have Spiral Hood hang out forever. I'm not entirely clear on which is probably the preferable option. But we probably would just rather roll with the nice ring. Well, actually, we don't have to roll for the nice ring forever. We can actually just equip the Spiral Hood and hold on to the nice ring. And this makes our strength checks and our dex checks, like, really likely to happen. Well, not our dexterity checks, but mostly mostly the strength checks. It also does this. That's beautiful. Which you'll see that defensive actions, they don't have a faster multiplier. It's just combat actions from Adrenaline. And I mean, that's great. So you want to rely on 195% chance? Do you believe? Oh. So we're gonna completely ignore Patient Zero, by the way, because you lose reason for doing it. I'm, like, fairly certain. Unfortunate, but, sure. Oh my god, we got it anyways, even with the -2 perception. That's incredible. But, yeah, no, so... Oh, absolutely. Oh no, the max threat level hospital. And we do have Infected Wound, but I'm not particularly worried about that. 100% hit chance, she's done. We have effectively won the game at this point. We could actually, like, go get an experimental treatment to just kind of, like, make sure that we will continue to win, but... So, I mean, this is nasty, though. I actually am a little bit... I kind of want to throw the bottle of sludge so that we can kill her in one turn. Because she'll go down to 17, and then that's a lot more manageable, because then we can do... that, which is pretty good. Although that's not great, actually. Hilariously enough, this is like an enemy that we would have wanted the Dust of Seeing on. So I almost think I should throw multiple things. You know what? Let's do it. Oh, that's 16, huh? Well, still, we need to throw one more thing, so get out of here. I don't really care about the lucky earrings. Doomed already is interesting, and so why not? We'll take that, and then we'll take Reason, and then we're probably just smooth sailing from here. Alternatively, we could have leveraged our immense money to go buy experimental treatment and then been fine with that, but I think we are good and good. So get out of here. So let's go over the lighthouse real quick before we go get the final key. We got the strength check in the bag. Let me just put the nice ring on. We got the strength check in the bag, the charisma check in the bag, Takahashi, second enemy, which is Kinunko Gatherer, and then a light source. So we're good. We've done it. And if the lighthouse had a sixth option, which it doesn't, we would be able to... Oh, we got contaminated water last mystery. That's kind of funny. But even if the lighthouse had a sixth thing, a sixth event, we would still be good to go, because that's the knowledge one. Pan's Labyrinth is knowledge check. So we've done it. We have done the video game. And let's just like let's just absolutely send him to heck. And we loot money from Shiro-san. That's so weird. And there we go. Hey, wait a minute. You're not Ath, Yolazath. Oh no. Koiji went to the wrong lighthouse. The world's still doomed. This was the lighthouse Mizuki was supposed to go to. No. Anyways, we've done it. Absolutely dabbed on them. Like, Fear Festival is just so strong. Like, if you get Fear Festival, I genuinely think, like, your chances of winning go up by, like, 20 or 30%. Like, it's just that strong of a mystery. Like, maybe 30% is too high, but it's like... I genuinely think that Fear Festival, like, if you get to that mystery, your chances of winning go up drastically. But, anyways, thank you so much for watching. My name has been Webweaver. I will see you on the next episode of World of Horror. There will also be some other videos as well. I don't know. This is the second day of the 8-episode backlog, so, like, this is technically day 5's episode. So, like, probably not. Like, I am actually thinking more towards, like, weekend content. Maybe even, like, next week. I don't know. But I am kind of planning for a second kind of video. Not RimWorld, something else. But, yeah. RimWorld will be when I get the laptop, quote-unquote, docking station in. I'll probably talk about that more in the future. But anyways, thank you for watching. My name is Webweaver, and I will see you in the next episode of World of Horror, or whatever else you decide to not watch next, which is most likely the Fallout New Vegas stream, or, you know, just another World of Horror episode. Bye, stay safe.